as a hobby.
And you know damn well they're gonna have some pretty good food there, too.
We have 2 dinner choices, smoked brisket or a rack of lamb with cranberry glaze.
Do you guys have sloppy joes? I'm accustomed to sloppy joes, goddammit. So I'd show up to this birthday party with gift in hand. My dad would just drop me off. Yeah, this house smells pretty fucking weird to me. I'm not sticking around to make small talk with this kid's parents. You're on your own. So I'd meet up with my little friend Timothy or Jimmy or whatever the hell his name is. I just tell him what his gift is right off the bat. Yeah, I got you a magic 8 ball because I didn't know what the hell you wanted, and my dad only let me spend $10. So there you go. So then you go around and get introduced to your friend's weird-ass family.
This is my old-ass grandma who can't remember anything after 1967. And this is my Aunt Lisa, who my Uncle Mike divorced last summer for a younger, more attractive woman.
Oh, God.
And this is my drunk Uncle Bill, who sleeps on our couch when he's not in rehab.
Yeah, happy birthday there, little Jimmy.
My name's Timothy, Uncle Bill.
Yeah, I know. Hey, can you borrow me $5 real quick?
Yeah, I guess, Uncle Bill. Here you go.
Hey, when you get a minute, can you pee in this cup for me real quick?
What the fuck, Uncle Bill? I don't know. Maybe later.
And of course, your friend always had a sweet-ass cake that their parents had custom ordered.
Whoa, dude, you got a Frasier cake? What the hell? Yeah, dude, I fucking love Frasier. What are you talking about?
Hey, baby, I hear the blues are calling. Toss salads and scrambled eggs. They're calling again.
All right, kids, who's ready to hit the piñata?
Oh, hell yeah, I love tying up animals and beating them with sticks. Wait a minute, what the hell? Who gets a Ted Danson piñata?
God damn it, Uncle Bill, you're embarrassing me in front of my friends. That's Kelsey Grammer, god damn it.
Yeah, well, there better be some good stuff in here, I tell you what. Where's all the bourbon and Adderall at? Meanwhile, Grandma's over there wondering where the hell she is.
Why is it so loud in here? Are the Russians attacking us?
So then, of course, the time comes where it's time to sing happy birthday to the birthday boy. Happy birthday, little Jimothy. Can I borrow $5? And of course, it's time to open presents. And that's usually a hit or miss affair. Some presents are good, some are not so good.
Oh, that's cool. Oshkosh bagosh overalls. Thanks a lot, Aunt Lisa. You can go fuck yourself since we all know Uncle Mike isn't willing to anymore.
All of a sudden, Uncle Bill stumbles in with his birthday present that's not even wrapped up. It's just chilling in a Walmart bag and shit.
Uncle Bill, you got me a bag of frozen chicken nuggets? What the hell?
Yeah, every kid likes chicken nuggets, right? Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Hey, can you ask that magic 8 ball if my ex-wife still thinks about me?
And after birthday presents, the birthday party's pretty much over. Everybody starts heading out and leaving.
I don't know who you are, but I hope you enjoy your ice cream social. Thanks, Grandma. Sorry you can't remember the 1980s.
My dad comes to pick me up. Well, how was the party? Was that kid's parents as weird as the fucking smell in their house or what? Not as weird as their Uncle Bill, that's for sure.
Excuse me, sir. Can I have your kid piss in this cup? I'll give you a bag of frozen chicken nuggets for it.
All right. Now, throughout my childhood, I've been attacked by all sorts of animals. I mean, we're talking anything from like a rabid raccoon behind a Long John Silver's to my neighbor's giant Rottweiler that tried to murder me in cold blood. I've had a ton of violent encounters and plenty of close calls, to say the least. But one of the most traumatizing animal attacks that I've been a part of had to have been from my friend David's pet cat. Now, this cat was a Siamese cat named Cotton, and like a lot of Siamese cats, his ass was cross-eyed as hell. That cat was so cross-eyed, I swear he could, like, see other dimensions and shit. And not only was he cross-eyed, but this cat was mean as hell. I seen him commit felonious assault on many a child throughout my life. He'd, like, go out in the street and, like, trip a little kid on a skateboard. If you weren't paying attention, he'd fucking burn your ass with a lit cigarette. Ah, what the hell? Hell, one time, me and my friend Steven were playing Pokemon cards at David's house, and this cat just walked up and ate his fucking holographic Mr. Mime. Now, first off, do you know how important a holographic Mr. Mime was to a child in 1999? Steven's ass would have rather lost like a grandmother or a fucking kidney instead of that goddamn Pokemon card. You bet your ass days later he's like sifting through cat shit. All that's left of Mr. Mime's ass is like a crumpled up 40 HP piece of cardboard and shit.
Ah, god damn it, look how they massacred my boy! To hell with your evil ass cat!
And not to mention that cat was volatile as hell. He could attack your ass unprovoked at any moment. So when we were at David's house, you didn't go near Cotton, you tried to keep your voice down while he was in the room. Hell, if he fucking farted too loud, that cat would Freddy Krueger your ass 6 ways to Sunday. And that went double for me because Cotton seemed like he had some sort of personal vendetta against my little ass. Which, I mean, I have no idea why. I followed all the proper precautions. I didn't go near him. I kept my voice down. If I had to fucking fart, I stuck my ass out of the nearest window. But it didn't matter. he attacked me regardless. It got so bad, when I'd come home from David's house, my parents would be like, holy hell, look, I don't know if you can file a restraining order against a household pet, but maybe you should give it a try. And like I mentioned before, Cotton was cross-eyed as hell. So you didn't know if he was looking at you, or your friend next to you, or if he was looking out the fucking window. You didn't know who that cat was about to target. Are you staring at my goofy-ass eyeball? No. Please don't hurt us. I'm not talking to you guys. I'm talking about that kid across the street, goddammit. Ah, what the fuck? Now, one thing that I failed to mention about Cotton the cat is that his ass would have seizures from time to time. That's right, apparently cats can have epilepsy. That's a real thing. His ass was diagnosed by a veterinarian and everything. Oh yeah, your cat's gonna have seizures and flip-flop around like a fucking bluegill out of water. He'll be fine though, just keep him away from like hardwood floors and probably the staircase. Now these seizures that Cotton would have never really seemed to bother him all that much. He would just kind of like spaz out for a minute or two, and then he'd just pop up and walk away like nothing ever happened. But these seizures would happen all of the time. They happened so frequently, it wasn't even like a big deal to us. It was just like a common occurrence in David's house. We'd be sitting on the couch watching TV. Cotton's ass would be over there like, dude, turn your TV up. I can hardly hear Boy Meets World over your loud-ass spastic cat.
Well, fuck you, Mr. Feeney. I'm not going to detention. How about that?
Well, it was during one of these epileptic episodes where I almost met my untimely demise to Cotton the cat. You see, it was late one night when me and Steven were staying the night at David's house, and we're up in David's room playing Streets of Rage on the Sega Genesis, you know, getting our asses beat by the fat flamethrower guys on stage 4, naturally. Well, all of a sudden, we hear a very familiar sound coming from downstairs, and that sound is followed by something smashing on the floor. So we go down to David's living room to investigate, and what we find is a broken lamp and Cotton the cat's epileptic ass laying on the floor. Apparently he was laying on a table, had a seizure, knocked the lamp over, no big deal. The only problem was, Cotton's ass is just laying there, not moving at all. Now, my first thought is, holy hell, he's dead. Cotton's ass finally fucking rattled his brains into mashed potatoes. So we're all standing there thinking we're looking at a deceased household pet. Everybody's traumatized as hell. Well, everybody except for Steven's ass, that is. Yeah, that's what you get, you fucking Mr. Mind Murdering piece of shit. Well, suddenly, Cotton rises up, stares directly at me. I know that because his eyes are no longer fucking cross-eyed. I don't know if his ass shook his eyeballs straight or what during the seizure, but what I can tell you is that his ass leapt at me like a goddamn Ninja Turtle, and then he clung himself onto me like a fucking koala bear on a eucalyptus tree. Now, real quick, it's important to note that I don't draw ears on my characters usually, because I'm a lazy piece of shit. But because of the nature of this attack, I'm gonna put a fucking ear on my character. Because what happens next is Cotton's ass ends up clawing into my fucking earlobe. And he didn't just scratch it. No, he gets his claw stuck in it. Now, I don't know if you've ever had your ear pierced by a cat litter encrusted claw before, but I really do not recommend it. I start running around David's living room in a panic while 9 pounds of fucking Siamese cat hangs off my ear. David's ass is over there like, heal, Cotton! Heal, goddammit, stop it! Steven's flinging fucking couch pillows at it, trying to save my life. Eventually, Cotton's ass leaps off of me. I couldn't tell you exactly how or when, because I'm pretty sure I blacked out over the whole fucking ordeal. All I know is I end up fucking covered in my own blood, looking like I stormed the beaches of Normandy and shit. My fucking ear, thankfully, still somewhat attached to the side of my head. Cotton's just sitting on the couch smoking a cigarette and shit. Yeah, well, next time I'll reservoir dog that bitch right off the side of your head. I'll disfigure a child. I'm not afraid of jail. I go home the next day, and my parents are like, Jesus Christ, Holyfield, what the hell happened to your ear? I don't want to talk about it, but I'm gonna press charges, and I'm definitely filing that fucking restraining order.
Alright, so I don't know if you guys ever played around with a chemistry set when you were a kid. I know it's not the 1930s. Chemistry sets aren't exactly all the rage these days. But growing up, my cousin David, he had a chemistry set. And for the record, he did have normal toys too. He didn't just have a bunch of toys from the Great Depression.
Hey, you guys want to play with my Tinker toys? I got this stick and a hoop that we can have fun with.
So we're in his room, and we crack open this chemistry set, and we're over there with our beakers and our test tubes, looking like a Nickelodeon version of Breaking Bad. There's all these vials of chemicals included, and we don't know anything about chemistry, and we're sure as hell not gonna read the instructions like some kind of loser. Look, I've watched a couple episodes of Beakman's World, alright? I practically have my PhD in chemistry, for Christ's sake. can't even pronounce the names, half the chemicals we're using. Potassium pomegranate. Potassium pomegranate, yeah, that's it. Sounds pretty tasty. Gulp, gulp, gulp. So we decided to do what any kids would do, and we mixed all the chemicals together in one beaker. I'm not sure what we were trying to accomplish.
We're about to find a cure for cancer with this $12 chemistry set.
No, we sure as hell didn't make that. But what we did make was the color blue. Ooh, fancy. We're breaking some new ground here. Somebody publish us in a scientific journal. Ladies and gentlemen, I've gathered you all here today to announce that at our state-of-the-art laboratory, also known as David's bedroom, we have figured out how to create the color blue.
Oh my God.
They're geniuses! Somebody get them a medal! So there we are, standing there with our blue concoction. We're not really sure what to do with it.
Maybe if we drink it, we could turn into an X-Men.
Yeah, or maybe we'll get diarrhea for a week. Not really something I want to gamble on. So we get bored with it, and we take our stupid blue potion and just dump it out in the middle of David's driveway. Well, imagine to our surprise that this puddle of blue starts to stain the driveway. So David starts flipping out because his dad's gonna be home from work soon. He's gonna get home, see this big-ass blue stain in the driveway, and he's gonna lose his goddamn mind.
Wait, Dad, I can explain.
Because David's dad loves his driveway. His favorite room in the whole house was the garage. And the driveway is like the front yard of the garage. He wants to keep it looking nice. There's one time we were shooting bottle rockets down the driveway like a couple of assholes, and David's dad came out and yelled at us. But he didn't yell at us for shooting bottle rockets at people's houses. No, he yelled at us because we were doing it in his precious driveway.
Oh, what the hell? Don't be doing that in the driveway. Go blow your hands up in the street or something.
So at this point, David goes and gets the garden hose, and he starts spraying the blue puddle with water. But this doesn't help, it just spreads it around. Now the whole goddamn driveway's blue. Holy hell, David, you are gonna die. Your driveway's Smurf blue, for Christ's sake. It's a pretty unique color for a driveway. Makes a pretty great landmark if you're giving somebody directions to your house. So when you turn down that street, just keep going until you see the stupid-ass cotton candy blue driveway. You really can't miss it. So in sheer panic, David runs in his house and grabs a bottle of dish soap off the counter. Now both of us are on all fours in the driveway with a bottle of palm olive, scrubbing away like little orphan Annie. But this isn't working either. And you know why? Because dish soap works on dishes, not on blue driveways. It even says on the bottle, for Christ's sake. Well, what the hell are we supposed to do now? Maybe we can camouflage it somehow. You know, just like park a bunch of bikes and scooters out there. Maybe set the bushes on fire. That'll draw his attention, right? Nope, too late. David's dad pulls up in front of the house. We just stand there in the front yard, accepting our fate. David's over there. He's got a blindfold on and a cigarette hanging out of his mouth. His dad walks up. He takes one look at us, and then he looks over to his stupid aquamarine driveway. Then he looks back at us, and he's like,
David and the boys. What are you guys doing out here?
Nothing.
You guys want some hot dogs?
Yeah, hot dogs sound good.
All right, I'm gonna make some hot dogs.
And then he just walked away. He never said anything about the driveway. What the hell was that all about? You seen the driveway, right? There's no way you can miss it. See this damn thing from outer space. What the hell happened? Maybe David's dad just didn't feel like dealing with our bullshit that day. Or maybe he just wanted some hot dogs. I don't know. But what I do know is David's driveway did turn back to normal after a couple of days. It didn't turn into some stupid national landmark like we thought it was gonna.
It's amazing. Take my picture with it.
So David probably knocked 10 years off his lifespan that day from sheer anxiety, thinking he was about to get murdered by his own dad. But instead, we got to eat hot dogs.
Get your red hots.
Talk about a happy ending. All right, first grade. First grade was a real bitch. It's your first dose of reality as a child. You go from kindergarten, where you're fucking off with Lincoln Logs all day. You got like a ball pit in the classroom and a goddamn twirly slide. Then bam, first grade. Concentration camp time. You're here to learn. There ain't no ball pit in this bitch, let me tell you. Remember that nice-ass kindergarten teacher you had that would tie your shoes and feed you vanilla wafers? Well, she's gone. She's dead. We killed her. Now you got this Gestapo SS Nazi officer breathing down your neck, teaching you how to do contractions and shit. And that is what her haircut looked like. Bitch looked like a Goomba from Mario. I just wanted to jump on her head, get my 100 points. No more fun, little assholes. Boom, spelling test. We're dealing with words that are more than 4 letters long. Spell the word shouldn't. You don't know what a contraction is? Well, let me give you a hint. It's got an apostrophe in it.
What's an apostrophe?
None of your goddamn business. That's what it is. Fuck off. Spell the word. Boom, book report on Mortimer the Frog. You write your stupid 4 little sentences on the big-ass lined paper that I gave you. You turn it in tomorrow. Then you'd get those math tests where they put a time limit on. Here's 50 addition problems. You got 37 seconds to do them. Ready? Go. Yeah, that's a nice dose of anxiety at the ripe old age of 6 years old.
Oh God, I can't do it!
Pure misery. That's what first grade was. But you know what saved us from jumping out of a third-story window every day? The fucking reading rainbow. Every day, the teacher would wheel that stupid little TV out on the cart. Butterfly in the sky, I can fly twice as high. Oh, thank God. Everybody's wiping the blood off their face from getting their ass beat by Gestapo SS. Thank God. Thank God for LeVar Burton, that beautiful bastard. It was a goddamn TV show where kids would just review books that they've read. Just stick a kid in front of the camera. You see this shit? This is The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. It's a captivating tale where this fat fuck caterpillar goes around and eats everybody's shit. He just keeps getting fatter and fatter. You're eating your fat ass to death, caterpillar. You got the type 2 now. We gotta cut off like 9 of your feet. And does he get punished at the end of the book? No. The motherfucker just gets prettier. Hungry Caterpillar. Eric Carle. Check it out. A reading rainbow. Reading rainbow. Hit that high note at the end. If you're watching at home, your dog's fucking head would explode. Reading rainbow.
Alright, now a lot of you may know that I grew up next door to a kid named Michael, and a lot of you may know that he was a big wussy crybaby, and I wasn't his biggest fan. But Michael didn't always live next door to me. Before he moved in, there was another kid that lived next door named TJ. Now, TJ was a couple years older than me, and he was cool as hell. I mean, his name is just a couple of letters, for Christ's sake. You have to be cool as hell if your name is just a couple of letters. And when I say this kid was cool, I mean he had like a Vanilla Ice poster on his bedroom wall. He had like every Nintendo game known to man. And to my little kid ass, that's what was cool back then. So needless to say, I was always trying to go over his house. Now, I remember one time in particular, I called him on the telephone one day to see if I could come over, but nobody answered because he wasn't home. So what did I do? Well, I called his ass like 400 more times. That's what I did. I was a little ass kid. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. His parents came home later that day like, "What the hell, Barbara? We have 47 messages on our answering machine." Boop. "Hey, it's the kid next door. Can I come over and play Nintendo?" Boop. "Hey, it's me again. Can I come over and look at your Vanilla Ice poster?" Boop. "Hey, it's the kid next door. I guess you're not home, so I guess I'll call back in 5 seconds." Boop. "Hey, it's the kid next door." Boop. "Hey, it's me again." Boop. "I know you're in there, goddammit." The next day, my dad comes in my room like, "Hey, can you not call the neighbor's house 4 dozen times like you're some kind of psycho ex-girlfriend? They're gonna file a restraining order against your goofy ass. What the hell's the matter with you?" So needless to say, it was pretty depressing when TJ moved out and dumbass Michael moved in next door.